Day 1. Count your blessings. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson, singer songwriter. You'll have heard people say to count your blessings, and when you think about the things you are grateful for, that's exactly what you are doing. But what you may not have realized is that counting your blessings is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do, and it will magically turn your whole life around. When you are grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you'll see those things instantly increase. If you are grateful for the money you have, however little, you'll see your money magically grow. If you are grateful for a relationship, even if it's not perfect, you'll see it miraculously get even better. If you are grateful for the job that you have, even it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you enjoy your job more and all kinds of opportunities for your work will suddenly appear. Magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for. Write why you are grateful for each blessing. Go back and read your list, either in your mind or out loud. When you get at the end of each one, say the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. Repeat the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days. Read tomorrow's magical practice today. Day 2. The Magic Rock. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Charles Dickens, writer. In the beginning of working with these practices, it takes concentrated days in a row to make gratitude a habit. Anything that reminds you to be grateful is helping you turn your life into gold with gratitude, and that's exactly what this magical practice is about. Lee Brower presented the Gratitude Rock practice in The Secret Film and book when he told us the story of the father of a dying child who used a gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health, and his son made a miraculous recovery. Since then, the gratitude rock has been a proven success with many people the world over who have used it for money, healing, and happiness. First, find a rock or a stone. Choose a small size that fits in the palm of your hand and that you can close your fingers around. Choose a rock that is smooth without sharp edges, not too weighty, and that feels really good in your hand when you hold it. You can find a magic rock from your garden if you have one, or from a riverbed, creek, ocean, or park. If you don't have easy access to any of these places, then ask your neighbors, family, or friends. You may even have a precious rock or stone already that you can use as your magic rock. When you have found your magic rock, put it by your bedside in a place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use an alarm clock, put it next to your alarm clock. Tonight, just before you get into bed to go to sleep, pick up your magic rock, hold it in the palm of one hand, and close your fingers around it. Think back carefully through all the good things that happened during the day and find the best thing that happened that you are grateful for. Then say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened. Return the magic rock to its place by your bed, and that's it. Every night for the next 26 days, follow the same magic rock practice. Before you go to sleep, think back through the day and find the best thing that happened that day while holding your magic rock in your hand. Be as grateful as you can be for that thing and say thank you. Using a rock seems like such a simple thing to do, but through this practice, you'll see magical things begin to happen in your life. When you look for the best thing that happened during the day, you'll search through many good things that happened, and in the process of searching and then deciding on the best one, you are actually thinking of many things you are grateful for. You will also be enduring that you go to sleep and wake up in gratitude each day. The Count Your Blessings and Magic Rock practices will ensure that you begin and end your days in a state of gratitude. In fact, they are so powerful that together they would change your life in a few months. But this book is designed to change your life really fast through an abundance of magical practices. Because gratitude is magnetic and attracts more things to be grateful for, the concentration of gratitude over 28 days will intensify the magnetic force of your gratitude. When you have a strong magnetic force of gratitude like magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and need to you. Magic reminder. Be sure to read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today as you will need to collect some photographs before you begin. Magic practice number 2, the magic rock. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Find a magic rock and put it by your bedside. Before going to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and think of the best thing that happened today. Say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened today. Repeat the magic rock practice every night for the next 26 days. Read tomorrow's magical practice today. Day 3, magical relationships. Imagine if you were the only person on earth, you would have no desire to do anything. What would be the point in creating a painting if no one can see it? What would be the point in composing music if no one can hear it? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? There would be no reason to move from one place to another because wherever you went would be the same as where you were. No one would be there. There would be no pleasure or joy in your life. It's your contact and experiences with other people that give your life joy, meaning, and purpose. Because of that, your relationship affect your life more than anything else. To receive the life of your dreams, it's vital that you understand how your relationships affect your life now and how they are most powerful channels for gratitude to start magically changing your life. Science is now confirming the wisdom of great sages of the past, with research studies showing that people who practice gratitude have closer relationships, are more connected to family and friends, and have other people look upon them favorably. But probably the most astounding statistic that has come out of research studies is that for every one complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, there have to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish. Any less than 10 blessings for every one complaint, and the relationship will deteriorate. And if the relationship is a marriage, it will most likely end in divorce. Gratitude makes relationship flourish. As you increase your gratitude for any relationship, you'll magically receive an abundance of happiness and good things in that relationship. And gratitude for your relationships doesn't change only your relationships, it also changes you. No matter what your temperament is now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness to the point where you won't even recognize yourself. The little irritations you once felt and the complaints you had in your relationships will disappear because when you are truly grateful for another person, there is nothing you want to change about that person. You won't criticize, complain about, or blame them because you are too busy being grateful for the good things about them. In fact, you won't even be able to see the things you used to complain about. We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. Thornton Wilder, writer and playwright. Words are very powerful, so when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It's your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you bring to you. This is the very reason why the greatest minds and teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for you to receive more in your life, for your life to magically increase, you have to be grateful for others just as they are. What if every person close to you said, I love you just the way you are? How would you feel? Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just as they are. Even if all of your relationships are currently good, they'll increase with more magnificence through this practice. And with everything you find to be grateful for in each person, you'll see gratitude perform its breathtaking magic, and your relationships will be stronger, more fulfilling, and more enriching than you ever thought they could be. Choose 3 of your closest relationships to be grateful for. You might choose your wife, your son, and your father, or your boyfriend, your business partner, and your sister. You might choose your best friend, your grandmother, and your uncle. You can choose any 3 relationships that are important to you as long as you have a photograph of each person. The photograph can be just of the person or both of you together. Once you have selected your 3 relationships and your photographs, you are ready to set the magic into motion. Sit down and think about the things you are the most grateful for about each person. What are the things you love the most about this person? What are their best qualities? You could be grateful for their patience, ability to listen, talent, strength, good judgment, wisdom, laugh, sense of humor, eyes, smile, or kind heart. You could be grateful for the things you enjoy doing with the person, or you can recall a time when the person was there for you, cared for, or supported you. After you have spent some time thinking about what you are grateful for about the person, put their photograph in front of you and with a pen and notebook or on your computer, choose the 5 things you are the most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person as you make your list of 5 things. Begin each sentence with the magic words thank you and address the person by their name, and then write what you are grateful for. Thank you, their name, for what. For example, thank you, John, for always making me laugh, or thank you, Mom, for supporting me through college. When you are finished with your list of all 3 people, continue with this magical practice by taking the photographs with you today and putting them in a place where you'll see them often. Whenever you look at the photographs today, thank the person by saying the magic words thank you and the person's name. Thank you, Haley. If you are moving around a lot, carry the photograph with you in your bag or pocket and make an effort to look at the photographs 3 times during the day, following the same procedure. Now you know how to use gratitude's magical power to transform your relationships into magical relationships. Although it's not part of the requirement of this book, you may also want to take this amazing practice and use it every day if necessary to make every relationship you have magnificent. You can use it on the same relationship as many times as you want. The more you can be grateful for the good things in your relationships, the faster every relationship in your life will miraculously change. Magic practice number 3, magical relationships. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magical practice. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, write why you are grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Choose 3 of your closest relationships and collect a photograph of each person. With the photo in front of you, write 5 things you are most grateful for about each person in your journal or on your computer. Begin each sentence with the magic words thank you, include their name, and what you are specifically grateful for. Carry the 3 photographs with you today or put them in a place where you'll see them often. Look at the photographs on at least 3 occasions, speak to person's face in the photograph, and thank them by saying the magic words thank you and their name. Thank you, Haley. Before you go to sleep, take your magic rock in your hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Day 4, Magical Health. The greatest wealth is health. Virgil, Roman poet. Health is the most precious thing in life, and yet more than anything else, we can take our health for granted. For many of us, the only time we think of our health is when we lose it. Then the realization hits us without our health, we have nothing. There is an Italian proverb that speaks the truth about health for many of us. He who enjoys good health is rich, though he knows it not. While we rarely think of our health when we are well, you will have felt the truth of those words even when you had something minor like a cold or flu or you were bedridden. When you are not well, all you want is to feel better and nothing else matters other than having your health back again. Health is a gift of life. It's something you receive and continue to receive each day. In addition to everything else we do to be healthy, we have to be grateful for our health to continue to receive more health. Remember, whoever has gratitude for health will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for health, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. You may know of people who choose a healthy lifestyle and yet still lost their health. Giving thanks in return for the health you are receiving is vital. When you are grateful for your health, you will not only maintain your current health, at the same time, you will set the magic into motion to increase the flow of health to you. You will also begin to see the improvements to your health happen right way. Little aches and pains, moles, scars, or marks will start to magically disappear, and you'll notice your energy, vitality, and happiness increase markedly. As you will learn in a later practice, through the daily practice of gratitude for your health, you can improve your eyesight, hearing, and all of your senses along with every function your entire body. And all of it happens like magic. Gratitude is a vaccine, an antitoxin, and an antiseptic. John Henry Jowett. The degree that you are grateful for your health is the exact degree that your health will magically increase. And the degree that you are not grateful is the exact degree that your health will decrease. Living with a decreased amount of health means your energy, vitality, immune system, clarity of thought, and every other function of your body and mind is weakened. Being grateful for your health ensures that you will continue to receive more health to be grateful for, and at the same time, it eliminates stress and tension in your body and mind. Scientific research studies have shown that stress and tension are the root of many diseases. Studies have also revealed that people who practice gratitude heal faster and are likely to live 7 years longer. You can see in the state of your health right now how grateful you have been. You should feel amazing every day. If you feel heavy and life feels like a real effort to get through, or if you don't feel younger than your age, then you are living with decreased health. One of the major causes of this loss of vitality is a lack of gratitude. All of that is about to change, though, because you are going to use gratitude's magical power for the health of your body. The magical health practice begins with reading through the following paragraphs about the health of your body. After you read each italicized line for a particular part of your body, close your eyes and mentally repeat the italicized line, feeling as grateful as you can for that part of your body. Remember that when you think about why you are grateful, it will help you feel gratitude more deeply, and the deeper you feel it, the faster you'll feel and see the amazing results in your body. Think about your legs and feet. They are your main form of transportation in your life. Think about all the things you use your legs for, like balancing, standing up, sitting down, exercising, dancing, climbing steps, driving a car, and most of all, the miracle of walking. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around your home, walk to the bathroom, go to the kitchen to get a drink, and walk to your car. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around stores, down the streets, through an airport, and along the beach. The ability to walk gives us freedom to enjoy life. Say thank you for my legs and feet, and I really mean it. Think about your arms and hands and how many things you pick up and hold in one day. Your hands are the major tools of your life, and they are in non stop use all day, every day. Your hands allow you to write, eat a meal, use a phone or computer, shower, get rest, use the bathroom, pick up things and hold them, and do everything for yourself. Without the use of your hands, you would be dependent on other people to do things for you. Say thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. Think about your amazing senses. Your sense of taste gives you so much pleasure multiple times throughout the day as you eat and drink. You know from losing your sense of taste through a cold that the joy of eating and drinking disappears without being able to taste food or drinks. Say thank you for my amazing sense of taste. Your sense of smell enables you to experience the beautiful fragrances of life, flowers, perfumes, clean sheets, dinner as it's cooking, a fire burning on a winter's night, the air on a summer's day, freshly cut grass, the smell of the earth after rain. Say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. If you didn't have a sense of touch, you'd never know hot from cold, soft from sharp, or smooth from rough. You would never be able to feel objects or physically express love or receive it. Your sense of touch allows you to touch your loved ones with a reassuring hug, and to feel the touch of a hand from one human being to another is one of the most precious things in life. Say thank you for my precious sense of touch. Think about the miracle of your eyes, which enable you to see the faces of your loved ones and friends, read printed books, newspapers, and emails, watch television, see the beauty of nature, and most importantly, see your way through life. Just put a blindfold on for an hour and try to do what you normally do, and you will appreciate your eyes Say thank you for my eyes that enable me to see everything. Think about your ears, which enable you to hear your own voice and other people's voices so you can talk to people. Without ears and your sense of hearing, you could not use a phone, hear music, listen to the radio, hear your loved ones talk, or hear any of the sounds of the world around you. Say thank you for my hearing. And to use any of your senses would be impossible without your brain, which processes over 1 million messages a second through all your senses. It's actually a brain that enables you to sense and experience life, and there is no computer technology in the world that can duplicate it. Say thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. Think about the trillions of cells working unceasingly 24x7 for your health, body, and life. Say thank you, cells. Think about your life sustaining organs, which are continuously filtering, cleaning, and renewing everything in your body. And think about the fact that they do all their work automatically without you even having to think about it. Say thank you, organs, for working perfectly. But more miraculous than any sense system, function, or other organ in our body is the organ of your heart. Your heart governs the life of every other organ because it's your heart that keeps the life flowing to the every system of in your body. Say thank you for my strong and healthy heart. Next, take a piece of paper or a card and write on it in bold, big letters. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Take the card with you today and put it in a place where you know you'll see it often. If you work at a desk, you can put it right in front of you. If you are a driver, put it in a place in your car or truck where you'll see it often. If you are at home most of the time, you can put it where you wash your hands or near your phone. Choose a place where you know you'll see the words you have written often. Today, on at least 4 separate occasions, when you see the words, read them very slowly, one word at a time, and feel as grateful as you can for the gift of health. Being grateful for your health is essential to keep your health, but also to guarantee that it continues to get better with increasing energy and zest for life. If gratitude were used in conjunction with conventional medical treatments, we would see a health revolution and recovery rates and miracles like we have never seen before. Magic practice number 4, magical health. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magical practice. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. On a piece of paper or card, write the words, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." Place the piece of paper with your written words where you know you'll see it often today. On at least 4 occasions, read the words very slowly and feel as grateful as you can for the precious gift of health. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day." Day 5, Magic Money. Gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty. Christian Science Hymnal. If there is a lack of money in your life, understand that feeling worried, envious, jealous, disappointed, discouraged, doubtful, or fearful about money can never bring more money to you because those feelings come from a lack of gratitude for the money you have. Complaining about money, arguing about money, getting frustrated about money, being critical of the cost of something, or making someone feel bad about money are not acts of gratitude, and the money in your life can never improve, it will worsen. No matter what your current situation, the very thought that you don't have enough money is being ungrateful for the money you have. You have to get your current situation out of your mind and instead feel grateful for the money you do have. So the money in your life can magically increase. Whoever has gratitude for money will be given more, and she or he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for money, even what she or he has will be taken from him or her. Feeling grateful for money when you have very little is challenging for anyone, but when you understand that nothing will change until you are grateful, you will be inspired to do it. The subject of money can be a tricky one for many people, especially when they don't have enough. So, there are 2 steps to the magic money practice. It's important that you read through the entire practice of magic money at the beginning of the day because you will continue with the money practice throughout the day. Sit down and take a few minutes to think back through your childhood before you had any or much money. As you recall each memory where money was paid for you, say and feel the magic words, thank you, with all your heart for each instance. Did you always have food to eat? Did you live in a home? Did you receive an education over many years? How did you travel to school each day? Did you have school books, school lunches, and all the things you needed for school? Did you go on any vacations when you were a child? What were the most exciting birthday gifts you received when you were a child? Did you have a bike, toys, or a pet? Did you have clothes as you grew so quickly from one size to the next? Did you go to the movies, play sports, learn a musical instrument, or pursue a hobby? Did you go to the doctor and take medicine when you were not well? Did you go to the dentist? Did you have essential items that you used every day, like your toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and shampoo? Did you travel in a car? Did you watch television, make phone calls, use lights, electricity, and water? All of these things cost money, and you receive them all at no charge. As you travel back through memories of your childhood and youth, you'll realize how many things you received that equate to hard earned money. Be grateful for every single instance in memory because when you can feel sincere gratitude for the money you have received in the past, your money will magically increase in the future. It's guaranteed by universal law. To continue with the practice of magic money, take a dollar bill and write on a sticker that you place on the bill. Thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Take your magic dollar bill with you today and put it in your wallet, purse, or pocket at least once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or as many times as you want. Take it out and hold the magic dollar bill in your hands. Read your written words and be truly grateful for the abundance of money you have been given in your life. The more sincere you are and the more you feel it, the faster you will see a miraculous change to the circumstances of your money. You'll never know ahead of time how your money will increase, but likely you will see many different circumstances change for you to have more money. You could find money you didn't realize you had, receive unexpected cash or checks, receive discounts, rebates, or decreases in costs, or receive all kinds of material things that would have cost you money. After today, put your magic dollar bill in a place where you'll continue to see it every day to remind you to be grateful for the abundance of money you have been given, never forgetting that the more times you look at your magic dollar bill and feel gratitude for the money you have been given, the more magic you'll bring forth. An abundance of gratitude for money equals an abundance of money. If you find yourself in a situation where you are about to complain about something to do with money, whether it's through your words or through your thoughts, ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price for this complaint? Because that one complaint will slow up or even stop the flow of money. From this day forward, make a promise to yourself that whenever you receive any money, whether it's your salary for work, a refund or discount, or something that someone gives you that costs money, you will be truly grateful for it. Each of these circumstances means that you have received money, and each instant gives you an opportunity to use gratitude's magical power to increase and multiply your money even more by being grateful for the money you have just received. Magic practice number 5, Magic Money. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. Sit down and take a few minutes to think back through your childhood and all the things you received that were provided at no charge to you. As you recall each memory where money was paid for you, say and feel the magic words, thank you, with all your heart for each instance. Take a dollar bill or other small bill and write on a sticker that you place on the bill in big bold letters. Thank you for all the money I have been given throughout my life. Take your magic dollar bill with you today and at least once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or as many times as you want, take it out and hold the magic dollar bill in your hands. Read your written words and be truly grateful for the abundance of money you have been given. After today, put your magic dollar bill somewhere. You'll see it every day to remind you to continue to be grateful for the abundance of money you have been given in your life. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day." Day 6 works like magic. If you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has ever been before. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you force it into the realm of magic. Tom Robbins, writer. How can it be that a person who is born into total poverty starts out with nothing and has very little education goes on to become a president or a celebrity or builds an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest person in the world? And how is it that two people can start out in the same career and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success no matter how hard they try? The missing link to success is gratitude, because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what you have to attract success to you. So, without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success. To bring success or increase the good things in your job or work, like opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it's essential to be grateful for your job or work. The more gratitude you have, the more you'll have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Whoever has gratitude for their work will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you'll increase the money and success that is returned to you. If you are not grateful for your job, you'll automatically give less. When you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you'll never be happy in your work. You'll never give more than you have to. And your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate, which could mean losing your job. Remember, for those who do not have a gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them. The amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return. You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. If you are a business owner, your business value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, and your employees, the more the business will grow and increase. It's when business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that their business spirals downward. If you are a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It's often a once in a lifetime opportunity, and when you can be grateful for this time, you'll attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to the experience. You should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. If you don't feel that way about your current job, or if it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is by first being grateful for the job you have. Today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job is to keep a record of the thoughts and feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. Your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for. So at the end of the day, your manager has a long list of all your gratitude. The longer the list is, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, enjoyment, and fulfillment. Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed who'd give anything to have a job. Think about the time saving equipment you use, such as phones, printers, the internet, and computers. Think about people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who made your job easier, such as receptionists, assistants, janitors, and delivery people. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck, and think about the favorite aspects of your job that you love doing. Have your invisible manager make a note of each time you find something you are grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for what? The more deeply your manager can see you are feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work, and the more magic will be created. It's possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident, they are simply gratitude's magical power at work. If this works like magic practice, falls on a weekend, or when you are not at work, move on to the next day's practice or practices, and then go back and use this magical practice on the first day you are back at work. Magic practice number 6 works like magic. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. While at work today, imagine you have an invisible manager following you around taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can be to be grateful for. Have your manager make a note each time you find something you are grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for what? And feel as grateful as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Day 7. The magical way out of negativity. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. Baha'u'llah, Persian founder of the Baha'i faith. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, or problems in a job, negative situations arise because of a lack of gratitude over a long period of time. If you are not grateful for each thing in our lives, we are unintentionally taking those things for granted. Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity because when we take things for granted, we are not giving thanks in return and we stop the magic happening in our life. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to our life magically increasing, so must taking things for granted always lead to our life decreasing. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurts? Are you grateful for your job every day, or do you only value a job when you hear there will be cutbacks? Are you grateful for your pay or salary every single time you receive it, or do you take your pay or salary for granted? Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is running smoothly, or do you only talk to others about your loved ones when there are problems? Are you grateful when your car is working well, or do you only think of your car when it breaks down? Are you grateful to be alive each day, or do you take your life for granted? Taking things for granted results in complaining, negative thoughts, and words. So, when you complain, by the law of attraction, you must bring more things into your life to complain about. If you are complaining about the weather, the traffic, your boss, your spouse, your family, a friend, a stranger, waiting in lines, bills, the economy, the cost of something, or the service of a company, you are not being grateful and you are pushing your dream life further away with every complaint. Now you understand that complaining, negative thoughts, and words, and taking things for granted stops the good things in your life. Now you understand that when something goes very wrong, you have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It's impossible to be negative when you are grateful. It's impossible to criticize and blame when you are grateful. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you are grateful. And the best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situations will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like magic. First, as difficult as it may be, you have to look for things to be grateful for in the negative situation. No matter how bad things are, you can always find something to be grateful for, especially when you know that your gratitude will magically transform every negative circumstance. Walt Disney, who knew about the true magic of life, showed us how to do this in his movie Pollyanna. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the glad game, which had a profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the glad game featured in the movie throughout my childhood and adolescence. To play the glad game, you look for as many things as you can to be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be glad about or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation make the solutions appear. Walt Disney demonstrated the magical power of gratitude in Pollyanna, and thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magical power when he said, let's rise up and be thankful for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful. Gautama Buddha, founder of Buddhism. Let Buddha's word be your inspiration. And today, take one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing you the way to do it. Make a written list of 10 things on your computer or in your gratitude journal. As an example, your problem might be that you are out of work and despite your best efforts, you are still unemployed. To magically turn the situation around, you have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. Here are some examples of what you might say. I am so grateful to have had more time for my family during this period. I am grateful that my life is in a lot better order because of the spare time I have had. I am grateful that I have had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. I am truly grateful that this is the first time I have been unemployed. I am grateful that there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing each day. I am grateful for all the things I have learned in applying for jobs and in going for interviews. I am grateful that I have my health and that I can work. I am grateful for my family's encouragement and support. I am grateful for the rest I have had because I needed it. I am grateful that through losing my job, I've realized how much having a job means to me. I had never realized that until now. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances and their current situation must and will magically change. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation, and there are unlimited ways that the negative situation can change. All you have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's take another example, a son whose relationship with his father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, it never seems to be good enough for his father. I'm grateful that most of the relationships in my life are really good. I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that he didn't get to have. I'm grateful to my father for supporting our family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue then how much hard work and money it took to keep our family going. I'm grateful to my father for taking me to basketball every Saturday when I was a child. I'm grateful that my father is not as tough on me these days as he used to be in the past. I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. I'm grateful that through my relationship with my father, I've learned to have compassion and a greater understanding with my children. I'm grateful to my father for showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. I'm really grateful when I get to laugh with my father. Some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they'll never have the chance to laugh with their father again. I'm so truly grateful that I have my father because amid the tough times, there have been good times and there'll be more good times ahead with my father. As a result of the son's heartfelt feelings of gratitude for his father, he'll change the relationship for the better. The son changes the way he thinks and feels about his father, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. Even though the son was being grateful in his mind, at an energetic and quantum level, the son's gratitude will have a magical effect on his relationship with his father. Provided he maintains his gratitude, By the law of attraction, the son must receive far better circumstances with his father, and their relationship must begin to improve immediately. Remember, you can tell your gratitude is working by the way that you feel. You should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is your feelings lifting. So, when you do feel better about it, you know the situation will improve and the solutions will appear. The answer to any negative situation you want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until you feel better inside. Then you will see the magic work its wonder in the outside world. In making your written list, make sure you list each of the 10 things you are grateful for in the following ways: I am so grateful for, or I am truly grateful for, and finish the sentence with what you are grateful for. You can also use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if you find it easier. I am so glad that, and finish the sentence with what you are glad about. Once you have listed 10 things you are grateful for, finish the magical way out of negativity practice by writing thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. And just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. It may be a challenge, but see if you can make it through one day. There is an important reason to do this because most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively, but you'll have an idea after watching your words for a day. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more of those things. And if you are aware of what you are saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you are about to say. Here is a magic lifeline you can use if you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I am really grateful for. Finish the rest of the sentence with something, anything that you are grateful for. Take this magic lifeline with you and grab hold of it whenever you need it. And if any little problem or situation appears in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. At the same time, you'll ignite the magic in your life. Magic practice number 7: the magical way out of negativity. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Choose one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve. List 10 things that you are grateful for about negative situations. At the end of your list, write thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. Just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. If you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative, use the magic lifeline. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and say the magic words. Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Day 8: the magic ingredient. A thankful heart hath a continual feast. W.J. Cameron, journalist and businessman. Giving thanks for food before you eat is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the ancient Egyptians. With the fast pace of life in the 21st century, taking the time to give thanks for a meal has more often than not been left behind. But using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. If you think about a time when you were really hungry, you'll remember that you could not think or function normally, your body felt weak, you might have started to tremble, your mind became confused, and your feelings plummeted. All of this can happen after not eating for just a few hours. You need food to live, to think, and to feel good. And so there is a great deal to be grateful for about food. To feel even more grateful for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having food to eat. For you to eat fresh fruit and vegetables, the growers had to plant and nurture the fruit and vegetable with continuous watering, protecting them over many months until they were ready for harvesting. Then there are the pickers, the packers, and the distributors, and the transportation people who drive enormous distances day and night, all of them working together in perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year round. Think about the meat growers, fishermen, dairy farmers, coffee and tea growers, and all the packaged food companies who work tirelessly to produce the food we eat. The world's food production is a breathtaking orchestration that takes place every day, and it's unfathomable that it all works when you think about the number of people involved in maintaining the world's food and drink supplies to stores, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes, airplanes, schools, hospitals, and every home on the planet. Food is a gift. It's a gift of nature because there would be nothing for any of us to eat if nature didn't supply us with the soil, nutrients, and water to grow food. Without water, there would be no food, vegetation, animals, or human life. We use water to cook our meals, grow our food, maintain our gardens, supply our bathrooms, sustain every vehicle that moves, support our hospitals, fuel, mining, and manufacturing industries, enable transportation, make our roads, make clothes, and every consumer product and appliance on the planet, make plastic, glass, and metal, make life saving medications, and build our homes and every other building and its structure. And water keeps our bodies alive. Water, 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 glorious water. If there is magic on this planet, it's contained in water. Lauren Elsley, anthropologist and natural science writer. Where would we be without food and water? We simply wouldn't be here. None of our family or friends would be here either. We wouldn't have this day or any tomorrow. But here we are on this beautiful planet together, living life with its challenges and ecstatic joys because of nature's gifts of food and water. To say the simple magic words, thank you, before you eat or drink anything is an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water. The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life. Your gratitude also impacts the world supply. If enough people felt gratitude for food and water, it would actually help the people who are starving and in great need. By the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the action of mass gratitude must produce an equal mass reaction, which would change the circumstance of scarcity of food and water for everyone on the planet. In addition, your gratitude for food and water keeps the magic continuing in your life and it will weave its glorious golden thread through everything that is dear to you, everything that you love, and everything that you are dreaming of. In ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food and water with gratitude, it purified whatever they were blessing. And when you look at the theories and discoveries that quantum physics have made in recent times, such as the observer effect, the ancients may very well have been right. The observer effect in quantum physics refers to changes that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. Imagine if focusing gratitude on your foods and drinks changed their energy structure and purified them so that everything you consumed had the ultimate effect of well being on your body. One of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you are eating or drinking. When you savor your food or drinks, you are appreciating them or being grateful. As an experiment, next time you are in the middle of eating food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or the flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. You will find that when you focus on the food or drink in your mouth and savor it, its flavors seem to explode. And when you don't focus, the flavors weaken dramatically. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Before you eat or drink anything today, whether you are about to eat a meal, a piece of fruit or snack, or have a drink of anything, include water, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or out loud say the magic words, thank you. And if you can, just take one mouthful, really savoring it. It will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude. You can also try something I do, which helps me to feel even more gratitude. When I say the magic words, I wave my fingers over my food or drink as though I am sprinkling them with magic dust, and I imagine that the magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. Doing this has helped me really feel that gratitude is the magic ingredient, and I want to add it to everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand and you are shaking the magic dust out of shaker all over your food before you eat it and into every drink. One of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you are eating or drinking. When you savor your food or drinks, you are appreciating them or being grateful. As an experiment, next time you are in the middle of eating food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or the flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. You will find that when you focus on the food or drink in your mouth and savor it, its flavors seem to explode. And when you don't focus, the flavors weaken dramatically. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Before you eat or drink anything today, whether you are about to eat a meal, a piece of fruit or snack, or have a drink of anything, include water, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or out loud say the magic words thank you. And if you can, just take one mouthful, really savoring it. It will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude. You can also try something I do, which helps me to feel even more gratitude. When I say the magic words, I wave my fingers over my food or drink as though I am sprinkling them with magic dust, and I imagine that the magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. Doing this has helped me really feel that gratitude is the magic ingredient, and I want to add it to everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand and you are shaking the magic dust out of shaker all over your food before you eat it and into every drink. If at any time during the day you forget to say the magic words thank you before you eat or drink anything, as soon as you remember, close your eyes, go back in your mind to the time when you forgot, visualize yourself in your mind for a second or two before you ate or drink, and say the magic words. If you forget to be grateful for food and drinks multiple times in the day, then repeat this same practice tomorrow. You can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude. Your dreams depend upon it. Being grateful for the simple things in life, like food and water, is one of the deepest expressions of gratitude. And when you can feel the degree of gratitude, you'll see the magic happen. Magic practice number 8, the magic ingredient. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel grateful for that blessing as you can. Before you eat or drink anything today, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or out loud, say the magic words thank you. If you want to, you can sprinkle your food or drink with magic dust. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Day 9, the money magnet. It's only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, Lutheran pastor. Gratitude is riches and complaint is poverty. It's the golden rule of your whole life, whether it's your health, job, relationships, or money. The more grateful you can be for the money you have, even if you don't have very much, the more riches you'll receive. And the more you complain about money, the poorer you will become. Today's magical practice turns one of the biggest reasons people complain about money into the act of gratitude. So it has double the power to change the circumstances of your money. You will be replacing a complaint which makes you poorer with gratitude which magically brings you riches. Most people wouldn't think they complain about money, but if there is a lack of money in their life, they are complaining without realizing it. Complaining happens through people's thoughts as well as their words, and most people aren't aware of the many thoughts in their head. Any complaining, negative, jealous, or worried thoughts or words about money are literally creating poverty. And of course, the biggest complaints come when money has to be paid out. If you don't have enough money, paying your bills can be one of the most difficult things to do. It can seem like there is a greater stream of bills than there is money to pay them. But if you complain about your bills, then what are you really doing is complaining about money, and complaining keeps you in poverty. If you don't have enough money, the last thing you would normally do is feel grateful for your bills. But in fact, that is exactly what you have to do to receive more money in your life. To have a rich life, you must be grateful for everything to do with money, and be begrudging your bills is not being grateful. You must do the exact opposite, which is to be grateful for the goods or services you have received from those who built you. It's such a simple thing to do, but it'll have a monumental effect on the money in your life. You literally become a money magnet. To be grateful for a bill, think about how much you have benefited from the services or goods on the bill. If it's payment for rent or a mortgage, be grateful that you have a home and you are living in it. What if the only way you could live in a home was by saving up all the money and paying cash for it? What if there was no such thing as lending institutions or places to rent? Most of us would be living on the streets, so be grateful to the lending institutions or your landlord because they have made it possible for you to live in a home or apartment. If you are paying a bill for gas or electricity, think about the heating or cooling you received, the hot showers, and every appliance you were able to use because of the service. If you are paying a phone or internet bill, imagine how difficult your life would be if you had to travel vast distances to talk to each person individually. Think about how many times you have been able to call family and friends, send and receive emails, or access information instantly through the internet because of your service provider. All of these remarkable services are at your fingertips, so be grateful for them, and be grateful that the companies trust you by providing their services before you have paid for them. Ever since I discovered the phenomenal power of gratitude, I write the magic words thank you, paid, on every bill as I pay it, and I never miss a single one. At the beginning, when I didn't have the money to pay a bill, I would still use gratitude's magical power and would instead write across the bill, thank you for the money. Then, when I had the money to pay it, I would add, thank you, paid. Today, you are going to do the same. Take any currently unpaid bills you have and use gratitude's magical power by writing across them, thank you for the money, and feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill. Whether you have it or not, if you receive and pay most of your bills online, then when you receive an online bill, forward it to yourself as an email and write in the subject line in capital bold letters, thank you for the money. Next, find 10 bills you have paid in the past and write across the front of each one the magic words, thank you, paid. As you write on each paid bill, feel as grateful as you possibly can that you had the money to pay the bill. The more gratitude you can harness for the bills you have paid, the more money you'll magically magnetize to you. From this day forward, you could make it your regular practice that whenever you pay a bill, you briefly think about the great service you have received from the bill and write across the face of the bill the magic words, thank you, paid. And if you don't have the money to pay a bill, use gratitude's magical power and write, thank you for the money, and feel as if you are saying, thank you because you have the money to pay the bill. Feeling gratitude for the money you have paid out guarantees you'll receive more. Gratitude is like a magnetic golden thread attached to your money. So when you pay money out, the money always returns to you, sometimes equally, sometimes tenfold, sometimes a hundredfold. The abundance you receive back depends not on how much money you give, but on how much gratitude you give. You could have so much gratitude when you pay a bill for $50 that you could receive back hundreds of dollars. Magic practice number 9, the money magnet. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Take any current unpaid bills you have, use gratitude's magical power, and write across each one, thank you for the money. Feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. Take 10 bills you have paid in the past, write across the front of each one of them the magic words, "Thank you, paid." Feel truly grateful that you had the money to pay the bill. Before you go to sleep, take your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day." Day 10. Magic Dust Everyone. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Saint Ambrose, theologian and Catholic bishop. Ancient spiritual teachings say that what we give to another person with a full heart returns to us a hundredfold. So, being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude's energy toward, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you have received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face to face at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, or trains, and in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you are receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you are not being grateful and you are stopping the good from coming to your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport systems working safely and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and our roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, and office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you next time you pass one of them. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk or across a polished floor. When you are at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person as they serve you, whether cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, serving the meal you ordered, clearing the table, giving you the bill, or giving you your change. Remember to say thank you every single time. If you are in a store or supermarket, check out, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you or packs your groceries. If you are traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to the check in people, the people in security, the person who checks your ticket as you board, and the cabin crew who greet you as you enter the plane. During the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service for you. Serving drinks and food or removing your plate or trash is a service. The airline thanks you for flying with them, the captain thanks you, and the crew thank you. So do the same and thank them as you leave the plane. And every time you take off and land at your destination, say thank you because the fact that you can fly is an absolute miracle. Be grateful to those people who assist you in your work, whether they are clerical staff, receptionist, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic dust them all with thank you. All of them are doing you a service, and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Store assistants, waiters, and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served by another person, remember that the person who is serving you is a precious daughter or son to the parents, an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or father to a family and children, and a loved and adored partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. At times, you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulties someone might be going through at the time you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell, they may have just lost a loved one, their marriage might have just ended, or they may be in desperation and at a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Philo of Alexandria, philosopher. If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give the reason why you are grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I am very grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from other person when you do this one simple thing, because they'll feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They'll not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You have wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or say thank you as you are looking down, or thank you while you are on your cell phone, because you are not really sincere when you do that. A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then went on a search for the perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing the perfect, beautifully wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store, and suddenly an unsettled feeling swept over me. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, but I told her all the reasons why I was grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with tears, and the biggest smile you have ever seen swept across her face. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it, when you say thank you, the other person will feel it, and you'll not only have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. That day, that day, I walked out of the store indescribably happy. I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely. And I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she is driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed and is speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help them feel better and keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service, and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the people whose service you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I'm really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you are grateful for, so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their services and sprinkled magic dust on them all. If you imagine the sparkling magic dust falling over the people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that magic dust of gratitude really does reach people, and that it will be available to help them to improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. If you are at home today, then sit down with a pen and journal or on your computer and go back in your mind, recalling instances where people in service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Maybe you have received great service from your mail person, the trash collectors, or recycling companies, or local store assistants. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. Magic reminder: read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice of day 11 begins when you first wake up. Magic practice number 10: magic dust everyone. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services you benefit from by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel grateful to them for the service they perform. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that has happened during the day. Read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up. Day 11: a magic morning. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius, Roman Emperor. The easiest and simplest way to ensure that your day ahead will be filled with magic is to fill your morning with gratitude. When you incorporate gratitude into your morning routine, you will feel and see its magical benefits throughout the whole day. Each morning is full of opportunities to give thanks, and it doesn't slow you down or take any extra time because you can do it naturally as you go about everything you do. There is an added bonus to filling your morning with gratitude because your daily routines are the times when you can harm yourself the most by thinking negative thoughts without realizing you are doing it. There is no room for harmful negative thoughts when your mind is focused on looking for things to be grateful for. After this practice, you'll go into your daily day feeling much happier and more confident that the day ahead will be great. And that's when you will see the magic happen before your very eyes. When you wake up to the new day today, before you move, before you do a single thing, say the magic words, thank you. Say thank you for the fact that you are alive and that you have been given another day of life. Your life is a gift. Every day is a gift. And when you really think about it, it's inconceivable that any of us would wake up in the morning without giving thanks for another day. If you think a new day isn't such a big deal, then just try missing one. It doesn't matter how sleepy you are or if your alarm has woken you up for work or you have slept in during the weekend. The moment you wake, say the magic words, thank you for another day of your life. Say thank you for the good night's sleep you received. And are you fortunate enough to have slept in a bed with sheets and pillow? Thank you. As your feet hit the ground, say thank you. Do you have a bathroom? Thank you. Are you able to turn on the taps and immediately receive fresh, clean water every morning? Thank you. Imagine all the people who dug the trenches and laid the pipes across your country throughout your city and along all the streets to your home so that you can turn a tap and receive beautiful, clean, hot water. Thank you. As you reach for your toothbrush and toothpaste, thank you. Without them, your day would not begin so pleasantly. Thank you for the towels, the soap, the mirror, and everything in the bathroom you use that makes you feel fresh, awake, and ready for the day. As you get dressed, think about how fortunate you are to have clothes to choose from and wear. Thank you. Think about how many people must have been involved in making all the various items of clothing you put on and wear in one day. It's likely that the clothes you put in one day come from many countries across the planet. Thank you to everybody. Do you have shoes? Lucky you. Imagine life without them. Thank you for the shoes. I've always been delighted at the prospect of a new day, a fresh try, one more start with perhaps a bit of magic waiting somewhere behind the morning. J.B. Priestley, writer and playwright. Make today as good as it can be by practicing concentrated gratitude and putting the magic into your morning routine. From the moment you open your eyes until you have put your shoes on or finished getting ready, say the magic words thank you in your mind for everything you touch and use. It doesn't matter if you don't shower or get dressed first thing in the morning. You can still use this magic morning practice as a guide and apply it to whatever your morning routine is. If you wake up and eat breakfast first, then as you touch and use each thing for your breakfast, say the magic words thank you. Give thanks for your morning coffee, tea, fruit juice, or breakfast. They make your morning so enjoyable and give you energy for the day. Be grateful for the kitchen appliances you use for your breakfast, the refrigerator, hot plates, oven, toaster, coffee maker, or kettle. Every day without exception, I say thank as I put one foot on the floor and you as my other foot touches the floor, so that as both feet touches the floor for the first time each day, I've said thank you. As I walk toward my bathroom, I say magic words thank you in my mind with each step. Then I continue saying thank you in my mind as I touch and use everything in my bathroom. By the time I'm dressed and ready for the day, I feel so happy I could jump for joy. And when I feel that happy, I know my gratitude has worked and I'm guaranteed to have a magical day. As I go through my day, I really feel as though I have a magical power with me because one good thing after another happens. And as each good thing happens, I'm even more grateful, which speeds up the magic even more with even more good things happening. You know those days when everything just seems to go right for you? Well, that's what it's like after doing magic morning but multiplied. Magic practice number 11, a magic morning. When you wake up to the new day, before you do a single thing, say the magic words thank you. From the moment you open your eyes until you are finished getting ready, say the magic words thank you in your mind for everything you touch and use. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Day 12. Magical people who made a difference. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Albert Schweitzer, Nobel Peace Prize winning medical missionary and philosopher. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact of a person had until well into the future when you look back on your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher or coach, an uncle, aunt, sibling, grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, nurse, or best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't know and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing a love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to becoming a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced where I have lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful to her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you are going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone. Sometime during the day today, sit down and think of three extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your three people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present, telling them or her the reasons why you are grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all three people in one session because it will take your feeling of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here is an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I'm living my dream and I couldn't be happier, all because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. It's very important that you say the reasons why you are grateful, and you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say, the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You'll see the magic explode into your life from doing this practice. It numbers all among the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you are not in a position to talk out aloud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you are writing a letter. When you have completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way that you feel. The evidence of gratitude's power working is always that, first and foremost, it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you even happier. That's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. Magic practice number 12. Magical people who made a difference. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Find a quiet place alone sometime during the day and make a list of three people who made a difference in your life. Work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you are grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.